This is the best thing that's happened to Orange County since the show. I'm actually kidding about that. That show was awful. But this race is awesome. I mean, finally something like this in Orange County is amazing. I give you 2 thumbs up. The guy putting this on and sponsors and everything is awesome. I'm just leaving the mountain bike race that you guys listened to me commentate the little clips and everything. It's a sweet series called Over the Hump, and it's just like a mile, 2 miles from my house. And I'm pretty impressed at the turnout of this race. I mean, this is awesome. I'm definitely gonna do the race next year, and I'm stoked. This is gonna be so much fun.
Hey everybody, my name's Richie, and I'm here in Austin's backyard talking about the Over the Hump series that I raced in yesterday on this year's shit bike. I did 2 races. They had one a couple weeks ago, which I did on a Felt 29er, 9 Pro. Great job, Felt, good bike. But this time I decided I wanted to do something a little different. So I found this bike. We had it deserted at the shop I work at, and kind of took it and made it my grocery getter. But I got a buddy who really wanted to beat me, and I really wanted to put the hurt down on him, so built this up special for last night's event. So basically what we have here is a vintage, probably late 80s, early 90s Park Pre hammer. Yes, I said hammer. And it's made of steel like a hammer would be also. As you can see, we got a basket on the front for your milk and eggs and cheese and bread and whatever else, Euro style. Got a back rack back there, a couple toe straps for lashing things down. Last night it did have a tube and an extra water bottle strapped down, but I lost it on the first lap. Found it later, but that's another story. So some other cool things about this bike, as you can see there's a couple parts on it that probably didn't come on it originally. I've got a little updated version of V-brakes. These are Schramm's V-brakes before they bought Avid, so those are a few years old too. But basically we got the stock crank, LX Dior vintage. They still, Dior and LX were the same. I got an LX front derailleur, a little bit newer, probably from 2004, 2005, just to hold the chain in the middle ring. Doesn't actually work, it's just hanging out. And I got some Crank Brothers egg beater pedals. Nothing would be complete without a Crank Brothers set of pedals, tell you that. Every bike I have has a set of those. Some other things, cool features on this bike. I got my CO2 shooter strapped to the top tube, just so I have it, just in case. Didn't want to put anything in the jersey pockets. I've got this sweet red anodized Tektro brake booster. Keep this steel frame from flexing onto the heavy strains of the V-brake. And then in the back here, you can see I've got a Schramm X9 mid-cage derailleur set up with an XT cassette, which is actually 9-speed, but it didn't fit on the old 7/8 speed hub, so I ended up having to take one of the cogs out, use the 9th gear as the lock ring cog, grind down one of the little rack mounting bolts so I could actually let the wheel spin, and then I had to limit it out to 7 gears. So this bike right here, as you're looking at it, even though it looks like it's got some gears, it's really only got 7. So it was pretty fun, and I have to say, from last race a couple weeks ago to this race actually was faster on the shit bike than on my Felt 29er racing bike, which weighs probably 5 or 6 pounds less than this hunk of shit. So that's my race. This is my race rig. And oh, another added bonus, we got the Super Slick Maxx Ore Flame on the rear, but better yet, on the front we got the Specialized Resolution. Just 2.3 type tire. Doesn't fit quite well between the fork, which was probably only made for a 1.9. So have a little rub on the left side. If you get that camera tucked in deep in there, you can see that the paint's been chipped away and worn off in my racing experience. Had that to contest with too, in addition to the basket flopping in the wind, number plate off the front of it, losing my water bottle, losing my tube, and then having a front wheel rubbing like mad, but I still beat my buddy, and I beat him by 3 minutes. Well, actually almost 5, I think, but who's counting? Doesn't matter. I beat my buddy on a shit bike, and he had a race bike, so I'm happy. So the other sweet thing about this Park Pre hammer, as you can see, it does not have the stock handlebar on it. This is a steel beach cruiser bar. I'm not sure what the sweep is. The rise is probably 4 inches, but this thing is heavy, burly, swept back, relaxed. I'm standing upright, full view of the race course ahead of me. You know, definitely taking some wind in the face just to ride this bike.